Ah, yes, Anjita, very nice picture. Very good, very good. So it is about deforestation. Yes, Parvana.
Ma'am, Abigail.
Good. Abigail, yes, Abigail, very nice. Good, good. So you know what is this deforestation and all. Now it's clear, right?
Yes.
Yes, good, good. Okay. So today we need to do this soil topic workbook exercise. But that you have to do not today. Today I'm going to start a new chapter. Okay, so the workbook exercises only from 1 to 12 only you need to study in the soil topic. Okay, only from 1 to 12. The other question answers no need to study. So I will send today evening these question answers to your class group. Okay, 1 to 12. So at that time, you please copy that into your workbook. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And we need to complete one more chapter. So in that chapter, only the important points or important topics only I am teaching today. So only that you have to study for the exam also. Okay, so that is our next chapter, lesson 17. Laws, sorry, not 17, it is 12. Lesson 12, laws, rights and duties. That is our next chapter, laws, rights and duties.
Ma'am, can you say the page number?
No, need to take the book, my dears. You please listen to me. No need to take the book now.
What's the meaning of rights?
Ah, yes, rights.
Right.
We have some rights. We have the right to live in this world. Isn't it?
Yes,
We have the right to live. Page, page number 42. 42. 42.
What about the other chapter? There are many chapters.
The other chapters are
And
not
page
needed.
number 36.
Page number 42.
42. 42.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
All of you, please listen. Please listen. Okay. No need to take any of the book. You please listen to me. So if we are there in your class, there are some rules in our class, right? We have to follow, we have to obey some rules. We have to follow the rules. We have to sit silently. We have to study well. If the teacher is not there in the class, we should be sit silently. We should be quiet. And one monitor also will be there to mind the class. Isn't it?
Yes.
If we are there at a school, in the school also there are some rules we have to obey. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So like that, in our country, there are some rules to follow. Okay. If you want to live in India, we need to follow some rules and some restrictions are there. You can't do like that. Some rules we have to follow. So all these rules, sometimes in our class, we may write all those rules in a paper and we will stick it there on the wall. Sometimes, isn't it? These
Yes.
are the class rules in our class, 4E class. These are the main instructions you have to follow in 4E students. Like that. So all the rules we will coordinate and we will make it as a paper and we will stick it there. Like that, in our India, there are some rules to follow for all the people. All the people, the government, the citizens in India, the police, everyone should follow the rules. So these rules are there like a book. Okay, there's a book to follow. All these, it's look like a record of all these things. Okay, so this record we are calling that constitution. Okay, Indian constitution. Yes. So what is the constitution? A constitution is a record of all these rules. Yes, it is a record of rules for the government and the citizens in India. Understand? In our country. So what is mean by this constitution?
A constitution is a record of rules for the government and the cities.
Yes. See, look at this here. This is our Indian constitution. You can see in from this slide. This is the constitution.
In the
Textbook also. Ah, yes. In your textbook also it is there, isn't it? So this is the Indian constitution. Ah, so what is a constitution? A constitution is a record of rules for the government and citizens of a country. All of you read once again. A constitution is a record of rules for the government and the citizens of a country. Okay. So if you want to live in the country, if you want to live in the India, we need to follow some rules. So that rules, it is a record of all these rules. So in this Constitution of India, we can see some what are the rights and duties of a citizen, and how the government should work in a country, how the government should work, and how the court have to do their duties, how the police have to do their duties. All the things are included in this Constitution. Okay, is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, so it is a constitution is a record of rules for the government and the citizens of a country. Okay, now this Indian constitution is a written constitution. Okay, it is a written constitution and it is the longest written constitution in the world.
In the third class we studied this.
Yes, yes. Third standard also.
Yes.
So the Indian Constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. So which constitution is the longest written constitution in the world? Indian Constitution.
The Constitution of India.
Indian Constitution. Yes, Constitution of India. And it is written in both Hindi and English languages. It is written in both English and Hindi languages. And do you know who wrote this? Yes. It is our Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who is the father of our...
Dr. B.R. Ramji Ambedkar. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar.
Yes, yes, yes. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the father of our Indian Constitution. So our Constitution was written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and a team of educated leaders. Yes, so we can say Rajendra Prasad, Sarojini Naidu and all. So all these leaders, the great leaders, they all together written this Indian Constitution. And which day it came into force? The Indian Constitution came into force on 26th January 1950. So 26th January, you remember what is the speciality? What we celebrated on that day? Republic Day. Yes. On 26th January, we celebrated as Republic Day. So on that day, our Indian Constitution came into force. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Yes. And after this, we about our country. Which is our country?
India.
India. Yes. So in India, there are some national symbols. Isn't it? National symbols, you know? National symbol. So, which is our national animal? Tiger. National animal is tiger. And which is our national bird? Peacock. Yes. Which is our national flower? Lotus. Yes. And which is our national river? Yes. And which is our national song?
Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. Yes. National song is Vande Mataram. But national anthem is also there. National anthem is Janaganamana, and national song it is Vande Mataram. Okay, so all these things you already know. No need to study again, isn't it? About national symbols. So why this country is using national symbols? Why?
To identify the country or
Yes.
Identify the
Yes, to
country.
identify, to represent the country only we are using these national symbols and all. Okay. Then, next one, have you ever read a book?
yes,
Is that a habit of reading books?
Yes,
So when we take a book, when we open that, you can see a first page is there, right? A first page you can see the introductory part is there, introduction. Yes or no?
Yes.
In a book, the first page is an introductory part. So like that, our Constitution of India, there is an introductory page is there. That page we will call preamble. Okay, preamble. I'll show you that. Preamble. So this is the page of the Constitution of India. Preamble. Preamble means
Like this.
yes. That same picture you can see on this slide also. Preamble. So what is this preamble? From this page we can understand the objectives of the Constitution. Okay, or aims of the Constitution. So from this preamble we can see what are the objectives or aims of the Constitution of India. So what is the preamble? A statement at the beginning that tells us about
the
objectives of Constitution in brief.
brief is called
Okay.
the preamble.
Yes, so preamble is the introductory part. That from that we can understand what are the objectives, what are the aims of the Constitution of India. So that is called preamble.
Now we want to write this.
No need to write. I will send it in the group. So that only you can study. And after, if time is there, we can write in our book.
There are many rules.
Many rules, yes. Many rules are there. But we are studying only the selected
How we
portions.
can follow them? How we can follow them?
Not that.
Huh?
Not that as well.
What, Meenakshi?
He is saying in this sentence we want to write.
No need to write now.
I
Others.
mean, there are many rules. How can we follow that?
We have to follow all these rules. That is our duty. Okay. Huh? And we have to follow these all duties, no?
Meenakshi is now other national vegetable.
Huh?
National vegetable.
Huh?
National vegetable.
National vegetable.
What is that?
Maybe
Pumpkin. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
No, you not be pumpkin.
National vegetable is pumpkin. She's right.
Yes.
Yes, correct, Meenakshi. National vegetable is pumpkin. Okay. Now what do you understand from this preamble? Preamble is the
Statement at the beginning.
At the beginning, that tells us about the objectives of the Constitution. Okay. And just now, Arda told there are many duties, there are many things we have to follow. So that duties are called fundamental duties. Okay, fundamental duties. So what is meant by fundamental duties? Fundamental duties are the duties of every citizen of India. Okay, fundamental duties are, you can see in your textbook, in a box it is written there, fundamental duties. After the class, you can read all these duties. Okay, so fundamental duties are the duties of every citizen of India. So these are the main topics from this chapter I selected for you to study. Okay, only this much things you have to study for the exam. So once again, let us revise it. The first one, it is telling about Indian Constitution. So what is a constitution? A constitution is the record of
Set of rules for the government and the of a country.
Yes, Jonah, please read what is a constitution?
Of a country. A constitution is a record of rules
Hmm.
for the government and the citizens of country.
Of a country. Yes, very good. And which one? The Indian Constitution is the longest written
Constitution in
constitution
the
in the world.
The
Okay, Ihan, please read the second point. Ihan.
The Indian Constitution is the longest written constitution in the world.
Yes, very good. Next one. Rebecca, please read the third point. It is there. Hmm?
It is
Written in both Hindi and English. Yes. It is written in both Hindi and English. Yes. Next one, Anchita. Anchita. Who is the father of Indian Constitution? Anchita? Doctor Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Yes. Yes. So, Aidin, please read the first point there on the screen. Our constitution.
Our constitution was written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and a team of educated leaders of India.
Yes, very good. Parvana, second point.
The Constitution of India came into force on 26 January
1950. Yes. 26th January 1950. Only that. Yes.
Ma'am, do Navy Force and Air Force do follow these rules?
Yes, yes. That is what is there for all the government and the citizens in India. Okay. For all the citizens. So citizens means whoever is living in India. All the people. Next one we studied about preamble. Jyoti Lakshmi. What is that preamble?
A statement at the beginning that tells us about the objectives of the Constitution.
Yes. In brief,
is called the
preamble. Yes, Sarah Thomas once again read.
A statement at the beginning that tells us about the objectives of the Constitution in brief is called the
preamble.
Preamble.
Steny, please read once again.
The statement at the beginning that tells us about the objectives of the Constitution in brief is called
preamble. Naitik Joseph, Naitik.
Yes, ma'am.
Read. What is a preamble?
A statement at the beginning that tells us about the objectives of the
Constitution.
Constitution in
brief
is called the
preamble.
Preambles.
Deva Binoy. What is called a preamble? Deva?
Ma'am, Abigail.
Yes, Abigail.
A statement at the beginning that tells us about the objectives of the Constitution is called the
preamble. Yes. Navaneet Dibin. Navaneet. Navaneet, unmute and read. Preamble.
The statement at the beginning that tells us about the objects of the
Constitution
Constitution
in brief
in
is
brief
called
is called
the preamble.
preamble.
Okay. Next one more is there. We studied about fundamental duties. So what are the fundamental duties, Kevin? Kevin, what are the fundamental duties? Please unmute.
Fundamental duties are the fundamentals of every
Fundamental duties are the duties of every citizen of India.
cities of India.
Yes. Meenakshi TS, please read. What are the fundamental duties?
Fundamental duties are the duties of every country.
Every citizen of India. Yes. Devaj PL. Devaj. Devaj, unmute. Ishan Vibin. Ishan. Aniga Ishwar. Aniga. These videos are of Vaishnav. Vaishnav Shine. Jeeva. Muhammad Sahil.
Ma'am, Vaishnav is present.
Vaishnav, please read what are these fundamental duties.
Fundamental duties are the duties of every citizen of India.
Yes, very good. Jeeva, are you there? Jeeva.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the fundamental duties?
Are the duties of national key animal. Ma'am, Meenakshi, no national free animal.
Arthur Martin read.
Yes, Arthur.
Arthur Martin read.
Yes.
Fundamental duties. Fundamental duties are the duties of every citizen of India.
Yes. Niranjan. What are the fundamental duties?
Ma'am, Anjita can read.
And then duties are the duties of every citizen of
India. Yes. So is that clear to everyone? What all things we studied today?
Yes, ma'am.
Today we studied about Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution, preamble, fundamental duties. Who wrote the Indian Constitution? Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you take your rough book.
Ma'am, my rough book is missing, I think.
Rough book is missing.
Yes.
How it happened?
I don't know.
Take any book, my dear.
Sometimes my paper.
Okay, so write the first one, Constitution. Constitution. Yes.
Can you share the board? I can't see the board.
Yes. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Please write. A constitution is a record of rules for the government and the citizens of a country.
I'm finished. Country finish.
No. Finish. No, ma'am.
Right. Others also, let others also write. Please wait for the others.
Finish.
In a
Finish.
Hmm.
finish.
Next important thing
Ma'am,
is
not finish. Not finish.
Okay, right. Preamble.
The woman
A statement
and
Statement.
the
at the beginning
Beginning. Beginning. Beginning.
that tells us
that
about
is
about the objectives of the Constitution.
about
Objectives of the
a
Constitution.
state of and Ma'am, finish.
Okay. Now let me take your attendance. You can complete now.